David Hankins.
And I'm Paul Hankins.
And welcome to this week's On the Air with Power Squared, a behind-the-scenes look at what we hope will be everyone's favorite comic book, Power Squared.
Is it hard to say that every time?
It's for me especially. So we're here this week to talk about sort of life after issue number 9.
Yes.
Issue 9, as you may know, came out on Wednesday, and it's available through powersquaredcomicbook.com/shop, which is always a fun thing to say. And it's available on Comixology, Artith Merrick, Indie Planet, and on Kindle if you have a Kindle reader.
Yes.
So no excuse not to read it. But we wanted to talk a little bit about, now that that event's happened, what's next for Power Squared?
Well, we have some plans.
Yes. Of course, the first thing we want to keep doing is working on the new issues that we're working on.
Yeah.
So right now we're wrapping up 14 and we're going to start working on 15.
Yes.
So the whole idea is just keep going, keep moving forward. And I think we're doing a good job with that.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right. And then we probably want to think about putting out the next issue.
Number 10.
Number 10, which is What's in a Name?
Yes.
Part 1 of 3 in that story arc, which is a continuation of Math Magical.
Yeah.
So, it's never too late to catch up. And then, so we waited about 4 months
Yeah.
between releases. So I assume we'll have at least one more come out this year.
Yeah.
And probably late summer, fall.
Yeah.
So look forward to that. We're thinking about trying to have some, and I got the idea from, was it that Bass Nectar album Trevor was buying?
Yeah.
That it had merchandise like T-shirts you could buy and stuff to go with it. I'm thinking we should be doing something kind of like that too.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to hopefully sell something. If you won't buy the comic book, at least maybe you'll buy a T-shirt. So I had maybe we should be thinking about having some sort of merchandise go with that.
Okay.
So hopefully we could look for a T-shirt or T-shirts or
something related.
Yes, to Power Squared and the issue.
Yes.
So just a thought out there. If you're dying for like a hoodie or something, let us know.
Please.
So, and then, we had a successful Kickstarter late last year.
Yes.
Maybe we'll do another one for 10 or some sort of trade paperback or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I remember we did a YouTube video after our Kickstarter campaign and we talked about if we did a future Kickstarter, we would make it smaller.
Like $5. We made our goal. But we talked about making it. Yeah, it was a lot of money to raise.
Yeah,
especially
it was a little hard to overcome the certain barriers.
Yes, and we do appreciate everybody that did support us. We're not trying to.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We're very grateful for our donations, but if we want this to be more sustainable, then smaller Kickstarters would help greatly towards that end.
Right. And all the money we have raised from that Kickstarter is going back into the comic book.
Yes, it is.
So we're not going on vacation. Oh, you can't do that anyway. Our staycation is paid for. Okay. And then one thing that we really want to be doing is trying to expand our base.
Yeah.
And we've talked about, we have a core group of people that are subscribing to the newsletter, and there's a couple of you that actually listen to the podcast, and there's some people that watch the videos.
Yes.
But we need more. Obviously, we'd like more.
Yeah.
More readers, more people buying the comic book, so we don't have to rely on like a Kickstarter to keep it going.
Yeah.
And so one way we can build that is through word of mouth. So if you are a reader and you liked it, if you didn't like it, keep your mouth shut. But if you liked it, please tell other people about it. Write something, write a post on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah.
Just read this great comic book. It'd be really helpful for us. Because as we discussed earlier, that you don't want to have it just be other people that have comic books subscribing to your newsletter.
Yeah.
because they're like you. They're busy trying to do their own comic book, and they're not really fans necessarily of your work.
Right.
So we're looking, of course, obviously for fans.
Yeah.
And again, we're hoping that, if you like it, you'll tell somebody, hey, I read this comic book you might like.
Yeah.
We're also, tomorrow, we're having a Zoom conference with other creators through Artith Merrick.
Yeah.
They're having, I guess, their sales and marketing people talk to, I don't know how many creators are showing up for it. We haven't gotten our link yet. But the idea is to sort of, how can we sell more comic books?
Yeah.
And since they're our primary print-on-demand service,
Yeah.
we want to see if we can grow it through them. And they also make, T-shirts like we always wear. And so, want to figure out how we can, build through them as well. So hopefully that'll be something we'll learn tomorrow. And, of course, we'll share if there's some great innovation. We'll let you know.
Yes.
Then there's also, I remember early on when all the conventions were being canceled, our other print-on-demand service, Indie Planet, was talking about trying to have some sort of virtual convention or something like that. I don't know if that's going to go anywhere, but short of, this was the year we were going to do signings and maybe do a convention, and then all that turned upside down. So the idea would be maybe if they do some sort of virtual. I know there was something recently. Someone did a virtual convention of sorts through Twitch.
Right.
But it was like we weren't included, and it was like the middle of the work day and all that, and so we couldn't really participate in it.
Well, we probably couldn't have been like a booth or whatever, however that worked, because we weren't a part of the original convention it was going to replace.
Yes, so that we were, out of luck, so to speak. But the idea would be that if they have something like that, we'd like to participate.
Yes.
And if you have let's say you have a vlog or you have a podcast where you talk about comic books, we'd love to appear on that as well.
Yes.
And so we will probably be looking at other people's podcasts and vlogs to see if we can maybe, use us.
Yeah.
So if you have one, expect a call. And we also, and I think we started doing this more at your instigation. I'll give you credit for that. Kind of varying our content a little bit.
Yeah. It can't just be 100% us talking about
how great we are.
or things are happening every week, because eventually it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. There's as busy as it seems to be at times, it's kind of the same kind of, and I'm sure that's true for the artist and the colorist and the learner. I drew something today, I colored something, we wrote something. So and we have, I know, with the newsletter, tried to branch out, and we have featured other creators. We have done something with try to feature creative twins.
Yes.
And again, if you know of somebody who's a creative twin, they don't have to be working in comic books. They can be singers and artists. And we just featured
any medium or genre.
Right. We just featured some, I'll say, grown men twins who are models and actors in Australia.
Yeah.
So if you know of somebody, write to us. There'll be a link in the below. Whatever they call that. That's why me saying that all the time is really hard. Anyway, so we're trying to do that to hopefully, have something besides just be talking about us all the time.
Yeah.
And if we always open it up in the newsletter. If there's something you want us to talk about, let us know.
Yeah. The same goes for our YouTube channel, especially. Like, we've branched out to doing, like, character profiles.
Yes.
And that's, I've been doing a lot of the editing on that, like, from the ground up, instead of, like, editing on top of footage we've already recorded. I am taking audio and putting visuals on top of that.
Yeah, and I also think the thumbnail that Trevor's been lettering have been really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do that. So I'm
literally can't do that because of the program.
Right. So I think that really they're very I'll say bright and shiny, but they kind of jump out at you. So,
And this is a little timely for this, I guess, podcast. This point in time, but we were going to watch Scoob.
yes, tonight.
Yeah, and then for the YouTube channel, we were going to talk about
Right.
our thoughts on Scoob.
Yes. So come back on Sunday and go to YouTube, which you can find a link to that as a link to everything Power Squared at powersquaredcomicbook.com/join.
Yes.
And that'll be also below as well. All right. Anything else you want to talk about in the future?
Well, I guess if you haven't seen issue 9 already, this is what the cover looks like.
Right. And again, it's available in digital and print formats.
Yes. And you can find those at powersquaredcomicbook.com/shop.
Right. Thank you. All right. So until next week,
Yes.
I'm David Hankins.
And I'm Paul Hankins.
And this has been On the Air with Power Squared.